And our reading for today is from John chapter 13. After saying these things, Jesus was troubled in his spirit and testified, "Truly, truly, I say to you, one of you will betray me." The disciples looked at one another, uncertain of whom he spoke. One of his disciples, whom Jesus loved, was reclining at table close to Jesus. So Simon Peter motioned to him to ask Jesus of whom he was speaking. So that disciple, leaning back against Jesus, said to him, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus answered, "It is he to whom I will give this morsel of bread when I have dipped it." So when he had dipped the morsel, he gave it to Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot. Then after he had taken the morsel, Satan entered into him. And Jesus said to him, "What you are going to do, do quickly." Now no one at the table knew why he said this to him. Some thought that because Jesus had the money bag, Jesus was telling him, "Buy what we need for the feast," or that he should give something to the poor. So after receiving the morsel of bread, he immediately went out, and it was night. When he had gone out, Jesus said, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will glorify him in himself, and glorify him at once. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. You will seek me, and just as I said to the Jews, so now I also say to you, where I am going you cannot come. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. By this all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, where are you going?" Jesus answered him, "Where I am going you cannot follow me now, but you will follow afterward." Peter said to him, "Lord, why can I not follow you now? I will lay down my life for you." Jesus answered, "Will you lay down your life for me? Truly, truly, I say to you, the rooster will not crow till you have denied me 3 times." Here ends our reading. Meditation for this morning. It was the hour of darkness. Knowing what lies ahead, Jesus is troubled in spirit. He gives the morsel of bread to Judas, and Judas takes it and he leaves to carry out the works of darkness. Peter boasts that his dedication of Christ is so great that he is willing to die for him, but we know that he speaks empty words. For he's going to deny his Lord just 3 times before the rooster crows. And it was night. The powers of darkness were seeking to overcome the light. Satan enters Judas to betray Jesus. By the next night, Jesus' lifeless body will be in the tomb. Where Jesus is going, the disciples cannot come. Jesus must contend with the powers of darkness alone. He must walk the way of suffering all by himself. And it was night. The powers of darkness tempted Judas to betray Jesus and for Peter to deny him. The powers of darkness tempted the religious leaders to ask for Jesus' death and for the crowds to cry out, "Crucify him." And as Jesus was crucified, an eerie and unexplainable darkness covered the land for 3 hours. It was night. The powers of darkness seek to tempt us also. Their goal is for us to betray, to deny, to turn away from our Lord. Darkness enters our lives through the death of loved ones and through sickness and through other crosses that we must bear in this life. As on Good Friday, it may appear at times that darkness has prevailed. At times we sense that our faith is weak. We struggle to understand. We feel that God has forsaken us. It is as if the light of trust and hope is about to be snuffed out. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not overcome it. So writes John in chapter 1. It was night. But the darkness could never overcome Jesus, the light of the world. Jesus took on the forces of darkness, and he overcame them, triumphing over them by his cross. Through his victory, we have been delivered from the domain of darkness and brought into his kingdom. The light of Christ has shone upon our hearts, chasing away the darkness of sin and death and the power of the devil. It is this light that shines on us that now offers to us light in this world of bondage to darkness. It is this light that we now offer to those all around us who are also in bondage. It is this light which has freed us and forgiven us. It is this light which motivates us to love others, even as Jesus has loved us. Here ends our meditation.